Yo, what's up guys? Felix from Giant Lifestyle. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I want to give you a calculation and formula that you can use in order to quit your job. Now, if you just discovered entrepreneurship or if you've been on the entrepreneurship journey or path for quite some time now and you haven't quite escaped your job, the first thing I want to share with you is to stay patient and stay persistent. It might seem like far-fetched or something that you're not even sure if it's going to even be possible, but I want to share with you that if you would have told me 7 years ago that I would be in this position where I own over a dozen rental properties, I have a successful YouTube channel, I have multiple streams of income that allow me to be free, that allow me to travel, that allow me to take care of my family, I knew that I could do it. I knew that it was destined for me, but there were certain times where I doubted myself, certain times where I didn't know if it would ever happen. And now it happens. Now I really do this and I'm grateful, but I worked my butt off. So stay consistent, stay persistent, and don't give up. But I want to share with you a formula that you can use to understand how possible it is to actually quit your job. So for example, what I'm going to use is this calculator. And I'm going to say, for example, you make, let's say $3,000 a month, right? Which could be high, could be low, but I'm going to pull this number because it's a little higher than a buddy of mine. So basically what happened is how I came up with the idea to do this video is I was down in Miami and an old friend of mine who I haven't spoke to probably since 2015, 2016 when I first started my entrepreneur journey, and I told him what I was doing and I told him some of the ideas, and we kind of just lost connection. And then he's seen one of my real estate videos, which is getting a ton of views. I'm going to be making more real estate content soon about all steps, especially wholesaling, because I know that's a good entry level of real estate that people can get involved with. So he's seen my video and he wanted some help getting a business that can allow him to quit his job soon. So I shared with him my business, my favorite business that I recommend to most people who are on a budget, which is starting with a business buying and reselling diabetic testing supplies. So I showed him how to do that, but more importantly, I pulled back the curtain for him to understand how he can actually quit his job doing this business. And not that business. Say you're doing a independent courier business. Say you're building a pallet business. Whatever business you're doing, maybe you're doing eBay reselling. No matter what the business is, you have to understand what is needed to quit your job. So say, for example, right, you make $3,000 per month. This is in pen or this is in pencil. But $3,000 per month is hypothetically what we make, or what you make. So 3,000 divided by 30 days is $100 what you need per day. Now the reason I broke it down by 30 is because when you're first starting off with a side hustle, it could take some time to get up and running. It could take some traction. It could take some momentum. So if you break it down smaller than the $3,000 amount, it makes the probability and the possibility and the goal smaller. That's why I tell people to set realistic goals. Some people will tell you, some of these entrepreneurs will say, set a goal for $1 billion, and even if you don't make it, you'll still make 100 million. But how could you make 100 million if you never even made 1 million? So I like to set realistic, somewhat big goals, but attainable goals. Something that is a stretch, but something that's possible, because if you never hit your goals, it's gonna make you feel defeated. I like setting big goals, but I like setting goals that I know I can hit. So once I hit them, I'm motivated to go to the next goal. So say you make $3,000 a month from your job. Break it down by how many days in a month. Obviously, some months have 31, some months have 30. February has 28, sometimes 29 with a leap year. But mainly, it's 30 days in a month. So $3,000 from your job, either that's before tax or after tax. We'll just say after tax. That is $100 a day. That's $100 a day you need from your side hustle or from the business you're building in profit to be able to quit your job. And that sounds more probable. So for my buddy who I just connected with after a few years, with him building a diabetic testing supply resale business, that's literally like 3-4 units of product, 3-4 boxes of diabetic supplies every single day that will make him $100 in profit. And then my suggestion to him was, once you are able to do that say 1 month or 2 months in a row, able to stack some money to the side, you have to make the jump. So it's never going to be a perfect time. There's no reason you should be saying, oh, once I get to $10,000 a month, then I'll quit my job. Once you're able to make what you make in your job between 2 and 3 months, I would make the leap and go for it. Because one, you have to understand that once you actually are free of your job, you're doing this, you're replacing your income, or you're matching your income with your side hustle or your side business with probably a quarter of the time that you could if you didn't have your job. Your job might be taking up 50, 60, 40 hours a week, and it's consuming all your time and only paying you a quarter of what you deserve to be paid, or maybe a tenth. So once you're actually able to free up your time and put in more time to your business, you could actually make that $3,000 a month into $6,000 a month. So now you're making $200 profit a day, and you're going to realize how much more powerful it is to, one, own your time, and two, get paid daily and can control your payout schedule. I can't even imagine going back to a lifestyle where I got paid once a week, or most jobs, I don't really know because I haven't had a job in so long, but the jobs I worked, they used to pay out every Friday. But I know like some big corporate jobs, they might pay out once every 2 weeks. And this world and this life is so expensive. It doesn't matter where you live. One slip up, one emergency, and you could literally be out of money for, say, a whole nother week. So it's so important that, one, you own your time, and two, you control your payouts. And the way that you can actually do this is by breaking down how much you need to make, how much you make per month, and then also find out what are your bills. Your bills might be less than what you make. So say your bills are only $1,800 a month. So maybe you could get by and actually get out of your job with $2,500 a month. It's always going to be scary. It's always going to be a risk. You're always going to be nervous. Even at this position where my bills are paid for the year, I still have bigger responsibilities and bigger things to worry about, so I'm still nervous. You're never not going to be nervous, but the first step to entrepreneurship is to actually be an entrepreneur and get free of your 9-to-5 job or your day job and actually start working on your business full time. And you do that by breaking down how much you make at your job or how much you need to survive. Write down all your expenses, your rent, your utilities, everything that it costs you to live and survive. Not how much it costs you to buy a designer purse, not how much it costs you to go out with your friends, none of that stuff. How much does it cost you to survive and dedicate literally every waking hour to your business? And then once you build your business and you're making $6,000, $7,000, $8,000, $10,000 a month, then you can go out and have fun. But in the beginning, you need to dedicate literally every minute of every single day to, one, getting out of your job and building that nest egg. Start saving money. And that's how you do it. Break down what you need to survive. You could do that by figuring out how much you need to survive and how much you need to make in a day. Once you know how much you need to make in a day, it's probably not a lot. Most of these jobs out here are paying between $2,000 and $3,000 a month. If you're making $500 a week, that's $2,000 a month. Divide that by 30. You need $66 a day in profit from your side hustle. That's totally doable. There are tons of different side hustles and businesses. Look at my other videos to get some ideas. If you guys like this video, be sure to put a thumbs up on the video. Also, be sure to subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.